Elden Crab, Crustacean Ring, Tarnished Shellfish. What if you could play Elden Ring as an actual crab? Well, you can. Sort of. In today's experiment, I wanted to see whether or not it's possible to play through the game while being any flavor of crustacean that's currently available in Elden Ring. Spoiler alert, it doesn't quite work the way you think it would. But in order to do any of this, I first had to install a couple of mods. The first and most important one is the Enemy Control mod, which lets you take over and play as virtually any hostile mob you can find in the game. This mod is incredibly rudimentary. It's very simple, and the only thing you can do is take over an enemy, and most other things do not work. The aggro is broken. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You can't heal, you can't do anything, right? You're a crab in this case. We a crab, and you're pretty much, yeah, just here, and you can run around and attack stuff. With this mod installed, we basically already fulfill the most basic requirement for this experiment. However, if we were to just leave it at this, you would quickly find out what the underside of Elden Ring's map would look like. If you take over an enemy in the open world and start to go about your business of conquering the lands between, at some point you just... well, that's unfortunate. This happens because the game will unload the mob you picked after a certain distance has been traveled from its original position. Like I've said, this mod is pretty simple and doesn't really do much more past the actual controlling an enemy part. So, what's the solution to this problem that I came up with? Cheat engine. The Elden Ring cheat engine lets you spawn in any mob you'd like, and the good part is that they will always be loaded in unless defeated or forcibly removed through the same method. This meant that I could spawn in our little friends anywhere on the map, just ready to roam about and do fun things. Well, kind of. I'm 99% sure that we can't go through a fog wall with a crab, but we're gonna try. And I don't even know if the crab is gonna spawn near me, that's the issue. There he is, there's the boy. Where's the trigger for the cutscene? How far do I have to go in? I don't have a good feeling about this. Okay, I was not expecting the trigger to work. Margit, come here, boy. I've got a slight hunch. Margit may not be aggroing onto me, but we're gonna get him, boys. We're almost there. I'm gonna get you. You will die by the claw of a crustacean. Die, you scoundrel! So if I grab this code real quick, don't mind if I do, and I go in here. I don't know where it spawned, or if it even spawned. Oh no. I think, I think we're fucked. Alright, hold on. We're gonna quickly die. Oh, there he is! Oh, this is working fantastic. As you can see, there are still a lot of issues. Cheat engine is powerful, and there are a lot of things that you can do with it. But having to go back and forth to an external program and checking out things in the game is less ideal for attempting an actual playthrough. One of the issues that was really easy to fix, however, was the, let's call it, unfortunate camera controls when piloting a larger enemy like the lobster. And we got the lobster, or I guess this is a crayfish? I don't know what the actual, like, terminology is, but in the game files, this thing is labeled a lobster, so I'm calling it a lobster. This problem could have been solved with cheat engine as well, but since the camera is such a dynamic and important aspect of this whole experience, I looked for a suitable in-game alternative. The aptly named Increase Camera Distance FOV and More mod was the perfect solution. Through changing some values in an INI file, you could achieve pretty much anything you would need, but more importantly, by holding down Alt and using the scroll wheel, you can directly change the camera distance to your character as needed, since many mobs will be slightly larger than the usual tarnished warrior. Egil? Hello? Ah! No! Immediately! No! Okay, hold on. We can make this work. As long as he doesn't immediately kill us. Oh no, we cannot. Run! Come on! As a crab, together we can beat a dragon! We're not... I see you coming towards me. I don't like that. Hold on. I gotta spawn a lobster. Hold on. Wait. And... Haha! But look at us. We got speed now. Oh, yes. I do so much damage. Oh. No. Run. Run. Ah, we can still get it. No. I still stand by the belief that the lobster is indeed stronger. What's happening? Attack! Attack! The lobster beats him with great difficulty. Now that the lobster has successfully taken down a dragon, I think it's safe to say that crustaceans are the apex predators in the lands between. But there are many more creatures which I wanted to try and control for a bit, so I ran around the map for a while, having a look at all kinds of other enemies. I can show you guys, we can do lobster parkour. Oh, hey, the flying lobster. Don't jump off. No. Ah. Some already know what this is gonna be. That was very close. Look at this. This is scary. Hey, Ali. Yeah, this is a totally normal playthrough. We're just playing the game in a normal manner. There's nothing suspicious going on. None whatsoever. It's totally normal. Oh, look at the chain. Oh, look at the chain. What happens if I now... Nope, he's just there. Okay, I mean, I will let you guys thirst over whatever AC pilot you want. If you guys let me simp in Genshin Impact. If you guys have nothing, if you guys don't say anything about me going feral over a digital anime women, then I will let you guys off the hook as well. Bloodborne enemy? What's Bloodborne enemy? Ah! Why is he so fast? Why is he so fast? But getting back to what's actually important and to answer the question I posed at the start of the video, is it possible to play through this game as a crab? Technically, yes. You can roam around, you can hit and kill things, but you can't interact with items, heal, talk to NPCs, use a grace, walk through fog gates, and pretty much anything else which doesn't include fighting. Not to mention that the aggro is completely broken. Some of these things could probably be solved through the use of cheat engine, but again, this is far from ideal and would make attempting a full run so tedious that it's not really worth it. Here, I should also mention that if you want to replicate what I did in this video, you need to be very cautious and probably expect to break one or two characters. I've somehow managed to lock some of my characters in a state where I'm not able to lock on to other enemies. They won't attack me at all, and I can't do anything to them either. What I believe is happening here is that the game still thinks that I'm somehow a part of the enemy faction, and maybe interactions with the mobs in the world have been compromised as a result. So, if you're going to attempt this yourself, you have been warned. This brings me to the secondary purpose of this video. If the developer of the enemy control mod sees this video, and if you all might be interested in playing the game this way, maybe we can get them to go back and develop it further, and implement some of the necessary features which would enable you to do a full playthrough as one of the game's enemies. This is just a big if, but if the video does well, who knows, maybe it could happen. My adventures as a crustacean aren't over just yet. I still have one more foe to best on my journey to make the crustaceans the ultimate predator in the lands between. The Mariner. An arch nemesis to ocean dwellers like us. He would prove to be a formidable opponent, but I just have to beat him no matter what. Where are you? Over there? Alright. The lobster backup has arrived. I deal no damage to this guy. Why does he have so much HP? No!
He's the final boss. That's a little bit awkward to aim. Oh, that does 150. Oh, yes. Attack. Oh, run away from that one. No. Oh, that hit me. That hit my character under the ground. This is harder than it looks, by the way. It is very difficult to control. Hey, pal. Newsflash, you're dying right here. Nope. Come on. We succeeded. The lobster has claimed yet another boss kill. Who knows if we will be able to do an all crustacean run at some point in the future. But for now, this is about as far as we can go. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and a huge thank you to all of my channel members as seen on screen. Shadow of the Erdtree is approaching fast, so I will be streaming some Elden Ring in preparation for the big day, so make sure to stop by at some point. But that's gonna be it from me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Dragon boss, dance. What's dancing dragon? Wait, I do want to know what that is. Okay.